Welcome to the Sales Influence Podcast, where we talk about finding the why in how people buy. I'm your host, Victor Antonio. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for lending me your ears. So, check this out. I'm reading this book called Sell the Way You Buy by David Primer. Now, I might do a book review on this later on, but in that book, he highlighted something I had not thought about, and I know maybe you haven't thought about. And that is, what can we learn from infomercials? You know, those middle of the night infomercials. You get up and somebody's trying to sell you something. And the way he described it was brilliant. There's 4 steps to an infomercial and what makes it successful. And then let's see at the end of this if we can actually pluck out some great lessons that we can use to sell more effectively. So step number 1 in the infomercial. I mean, we've all seen them, right? My favorite is the one back in the day with the Ginsu knife, right? Where they show the guy with a dull blade trying to cut a tomato and it's not working. So step 1 in creating an infomercial is to first highlight the problem. Here's the problem, right? So for example, maybe you want to lose weight, but you can't. That's the problem. Then step number 2 is the ideal solution. So what's the ideal solution to losing weight? Well, it's hitting the gym 5, maybe 10 times a week and, working out every time you go there for 2 hours, let's say, right? So that's the ideal solution. Now, step 3, here's the funny part. Now you have to find the problem with the ideal solution. And the problem with the ideal solution could be that gym memberships are just too expensive and you really don't have that kind of time. So then, part 4 is enter your solution. And that is, you buy a home exercise gym. So here's the formula. State the problem, state the ideal solution, then state the problem to the ideal solution, and then enter your solution. So again, if you think about it, the problem is you want to lose weight. Got it. The ideal solution would be to hit the gym, 5 times a week and then pay that gym membership fee. But then you add the problem to the ideal solution. And that is, first I have to buy the gym membership. That's expensive. And I don't have time to go there. So I really don't want to do it. So then, the enter the solution, which is maybe you should buy your own exercise gym. Another example that was given is that maybe the problem is you're eating too many processed foods, right? That's the problem. You're eating too many processed foods. The ideal solution, get more fruits, vegetables, and healthy juices. That's the ideal solution. But the problem with the ideal solution is that, you need something to actually, do your juicing in. And it takes too much time to buy, let's say, the right fruits, the right vegetables. And, even when you use a blender, for example, it just kills too many nutrients, right? So that's not going to work. So, enter the solution. Here's a compact, easy to clean, affordable juicing machine. So think about this. It's interesting. The problem is first stated. Here's the problem that you have. Then there's the ideal solution. Then there's the problem to the ideal solution. And then there's your solution. Now think about this with your customers. Let's say you're selling some type of software, right? You state the problem with your customer. Mr. Customer, right now, your software can't do this. Then you transition to, now the ideal solution would be to go out and buy this other system, this large system. Step number 3, the problem with the ideal solution is it's just simply too expensive and it's overkill for what you need. Step number 4, here's our solution, which is scaled down and personalized to what you want without having to pay that big price. This is a fantastic formula for understanding not only how infomercials work, but how you can develop your own value pitch, your own value proposition when you state it to your customer. Now, here's a challenge for you listening to this. Can you come up with your own infomercial? What is the problem? State the ideal solution, then state the problem to the ideal solution, and then enter your solution. Going through this simple exercise will force you to really pare down your message to the most essential components of value. In other words, what really matters to a customer. Try this exercise. Let me know what you think. And that is it for the Sales Influence Podcast. Again, love to hear your feedback on how this could actually work for you, or just give me some feedback on iTunes, Stitcher, YouTube. You know the deal, anywhere you find me. Also, don't forget, check out the Sales Velocity Academy if you want to increase your sales. great courses in there to help you sell faster and more effectively. Go to salesvelocityacademy.com. Lastly, I want to thank you for listening. This is Victor Antonio, always reminding you, selling ain't hard when you know how. Take care.
Hi, I'm Victor Antonio. I'm an author, sales trainer, and keynote speaker. I'm often asked, what makes a great speaker? Is it someone who delivers real content that the audience can use? Is it someone who engages the audience so they're part of the learning experience? Or is it someone who can motivate an audience to push them beyond their comfort zone and discover new abilities? The answer is yes. But the most important thing to remember is that I'm not there to look good. I'm there to make my client look good. Simply put, it's never about me, and it's always about them.